It's
When we last left the players, are we all ready? When we last left the heroes of what's left, the village lay quiet under the weight of the recent violence. The air thick with the scent of smoke and blood. The sun had yet to rise fully, casting a pallid light over the square where the cultists had met their end. Bodies twisted in death, blades scattered, their robes soaked in blood. Among the fallen, you survey the scene with a mixture of triumph and somber duty. The battle had been fierce, a desperate struggle to free the village that worshipped the six-fingered man. An elderly woman, frail, with a resolute air, approaches the group as she thanks you. You have done what we could not. The cult of the six-fingered man held us in their vile grip for so long, sacrificing our young to maintain their magic. With our warriors dead, we had no hope. But now... Her voice broke as she bowed her head, tears spilling. We are free from the shackles. Thank you so much, heroes. Stand among the children, the women, and the elderly of what's left of the village as they all cheer alongside you. And with that, what do you guys do now?
I know Diana still is missing her pinky finger, and I believe it's still being carried by Nefertari.
Kayak is probably on Grim's shoulder, half asleep.
Grim just thinks this is fucking weird because he's never been cheered a thing before.
It is the day after you spent the night to heal your wounds. The village says that they want you to stay another night for celebration if you could. Do you want to, or do you head back to where you belong?
Wants to go home.
You should.
Yes.
How? Well, we thank you guys for helping us, but how are we supposed to carry on our own? With all our warriors gone and the cultists as mean as those son of a bitches were, they were our protection.
Nefertari will move forwards, kind of surveying the people around her.
Protect yourselves. Strong, capable people right here.
It gestures over the women.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can learn to fight.
I've never picked up a weapon in my life. I wouldn't know which end to hold on the sword.
Well, I can tell you right now, do not hold the pointy end, and you swing the sharp end.
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's, I don't know if I'm capable of that. I've been just working the house all my life, cooking and cleaning. My husband was the one doing the fighting.
Well,
You can learn.
yeah. If you can chop up some potatoes and carrots, you can stab a person. Roughly the same motion.
Well, will one of y'all train us?
Oh, I am not efficient in swords, I can tell you that now. I'm more of a magic slinger.
We will stay. Teach you to kill.
Grim will kind of look over at Fatari. You stay. What about kayak?
Playing safe. With you. You're there. Too small.
Grim will just look down at kayak. Kayak. Okay. This.
Yes. Son mother is then mother. Other duties.
We can't convince you to stay for the celebration.
Kayak will hiss when he moves closer.
Oh, I don't mean no harm.
I think we're all a little on edge, so I think it's best if we get back home. That and also I kind of need to still deal with this, and Diana will just kind of like put up her wrapped hand.
Last time we stayed, you tried to burn us.
Well, that wasn't me. That was the cultist.
Living all the same.
Well, you're living. And are you the same as those people that burned the houses, young lady?
Tiny little click as her pocket knife opens.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go. Nefertari, if you ever need help, I guess you know where we are.
We will visit.
You better.
She kind of carefully sidles over. Lowers her head down. And just very gently gives first Grim and then Kayak, like, careful little nose bumps.
I was confused, but not put off by it.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna need some food or something sometime. We do have farms here, and we grow a lot of crops. And we're always here, and you're always welcome among us.
Thank you. We will probably take some food.
Yeah, we'll take that. Sure.
Cutting out a bit there, Opal.
Her voice is difficult right now. She said, we'll take that into consideration.
Well, if you are on your way, I'd hate to see you leave. We made so many nice food for the celebration and the finest of alcohol.
Grim will look at Maria. Dang.
We need to secure our own home. I'll return when I have time, and I can start training some of you.
We'll grab a few bottles to go of the alcohol.
Sure, just don't hold it close to any flame.
Of course, unless I mean to.
He hands you a case of moonshine, all smelling of the strongest alcohol you've ever smelled and a hint of strawberries. I told you, just be very careful with this stuff. I stilled it myself.
Thank you. I'll be sure to disperse it and hope we all can walk in morning. Well, I guess. Shall we start walking?
Grim will turn and walk with Kayak.
Kayak waves goodbye to Nefertari before kind of cuddling back into Grim's shoulder.
Diana, before they leave, will shake Nefertari's hand and say, well, we'll visit often.
Yes. I will be by.
She'll bend down again and just kind of give Diana the same kind of nose bump she did with Grim. Kind of lightly taps her nose against your head.
Oh, goodness gracious. Diana kind of like blushes, just like, great dorm mother. Diana will start walking.
The children and the old people and the women all wave you goodbye from the Hidden Leaf Village as you all... Did you take the Ford F-150 or walk here?
I think
We walk.
I think we walked.
As you
We
go
did walk.
through the mystical forest, who is leading the way back home?
Probably Maria.
Alright, roll a survival
Yeah, Opal would suggest Maria.
with advantage. Alright, you make it home with no problem, as Grimes and Coral greet you and says, You just see them on top of the roof waving you in, manning the machine gun turrets and sniper rifles.
Our next order of business should be to deal with the drow. We can't have them knowing where we are and attempting again to come take kayak.
Yes.
Do you really think they're... Well, I guess... Do you think they'll come back despite how much we kind of, drove them off and all that? Would they really risk it? Of losing more people?
Yeah, I think they would.
Fair enough.
Put them in the ground.
Yeah, it's just, do we now go and bring the fight to them? Do we,
Yes.
infiltrate and take them from the inside, I guess?
I don't know. I don't. We'll need to scout it. Because I doubt they're probably not as well. We killed a lot of them, so their numbers are down, but they're in a secure location. It's going to be hard to just infiltrate it. But we'll know more once we're able to scout the location.
Diana nods. It's just alright. Well, who should we all go, or should some stay back in case they come and try to, attack us? Should we, split up into groups?
Not good to split up.
It'd be best if we could observe from a long range. But
Yeah.
trying to stay hidden, as much as I don't want to disparage some of you, but not all of us are great at staying hidden.
Diana just turns to Grim.
He just stares.
Fair enough. Well, what should we do about those who can't hide that well?
Keep them further back.
Yeah.
True. So we have, people in the back, people in the middle, and people up front? So that way, at least if something happens, we're all at least somewhat close?
That should work.
We have communication. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. DM, how these sniper rifles that we have, how good are the scopes on them?
They're pretty good. They're military grade.
So we can use the scopes on the rifles to observe at a longer range, which will be good. So we should be able to do it. We should just go as a group. We'll leave Grimes and Coral here again to defend this place. Drive to the edge of the city, and then move in on foot from there. We might also be able to do a little bit of scavenging while we're in the city too.
Yeah, more supplies.
More supplies is always a good thing. But
I suppose.
equipment, I think, is probably more important. Anything that can make us stronger. We have quite a bit of food and things like that, and medical supplies. We've got a sheet that has all of that stuff on it, doesn't it? Nobody? Yeah.
I think so.
We do.
We have an inventory sheet, yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't list what food we got, but we have like a lot. Like months worth, I think.
Yeah, I distinctly remember there being quite a bit of food from the first time that we saw, because we hit a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like a month's worth of food, and it's like, damn, we did good.
I think we should go tomorrow. Earlier the better.
We know where.
They're in the hospital.
You don't
Hospital?
Kayak's got her head tilted, looking questioning.
Yes. I honestly can't remember where I got the information, but I have it in my notes that they're holed up in the hospital.
I think it was from.
Kayak doesn't know what a hospital is. That's what she's asking. Kayak has no idea what a hospital is.
Oh.
The hospital is basically where people who are sick or injured go and they get better.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very useful. We'll find a lot of medical supplies there. But you don't think it'd be better to go over the guise of night? Or do you think they're more alert at night?
Well, we're just scouting.
Fair enough.
So, daylight would be best so we can get a lay of the land around, and hopefully see where they're patrolling. And then when we do go to end the threat, we should go either very early in the morning before the sun rises, or late, middle of the night late. But some of us don't have night vision. So that can pose an issue.
Right. Like, I can sneak around, but I'm not that great at night, unfortunately.
I'm kind of stealthy. But I mean, I don't know. I also kind of stick out a little bit like a sore thumb.
Grim could check now.
Do you not have any magic?
I am good at scouting.
But those people want you and Grim.
Click as her pocket knife opens.
I can kill them now.
Hey, Xander.
Oh, shoot.
That ain't
What?
Hey, I didn't think you'd have service or anything.
I didn't like the last few days, and I finally got a spot where I do. That's good.
Your mic is so bad you sound like the DM.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're out in the sticks and using a pair of earbuds as a microphone.
Does my mic sound that bad?
No, it's just that he sounds similar to you because he's so different.
Xander, go to bed.
You need to go to bed. I have no bed.
Okay, so do you make any plans for the night before going, or do anything else during the night before
No.
venturing to the city?
The first thing that I'm going to do is attempt to reattach Diana's finger.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I even can. Because I don't have regenerate. Or, yeah.
I don't either.
So, that is a much, much higher level spell.
Were you keeping the finger preserved?
I was just about to say, did we even find it?
Like, did you? I forget what that spell is called, where you stop decaying.
Gentle repose.
Did you use gentle repose on it?
No, because I don't have gentle repose.
Oh, I would
Damn.
say that the finger is too decayed at this point to reattach. You would just have a dead finger.
Yeah, then I'll just make sure that the bandage is good. Seal up the wound and all that kind of stuff. Looks like you're gonna be without a pinky now.
Yeah, it's okay, Diana. Maybe we could find a really good hot dog for you to replace it.
Oh, gosh. Wouldn't that rot and give me, like, some type of disease?
Don't worry about it.
I think it just means I can't pinky out when I drink tea anymore, I guess, then. I don't know. I can always just use my right hand, I guess.
The next order of business for me is to take Opal onto the roof and teach her how to use the sniper rifle that I gave her.
Good idea.
You said who are you teaching to use the sniper rifle?
Opal.
Opal? The fuck do you even roll for that?
I don't know. I mean, she knows how to shoot a bow. They're similar.
Roll a couple of 2 weapon attacks for me with the gun, Maria.
Turn advantage on. There we go.
Imagine you're probably shooting some cans or some bottles or some trash as you put them away.
Pick some, maybe a couple of zombies that are wandering within the range.
Ah, yeah, just stand on the roof. You have targets everywhere. And then, as he's explaining this to you, I almost called you Pierogi, Opal, roll. I don't know if you already have it in your inventory, but just if you don't, then just use the longbow with disadvantage twice.
I have a short bow.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot it twice.
Okay. That's... All right.
The first time you are natural, the second time it might have been nerves, but now you are proficient in firearms. Or at least the sniper rifle. But most guns. Yeah.
Alright, I'm getting it.
Okay, does anyone else do anything before the day is done?
I think if Kayak is up to it, Diana would maybe do a couple of sleeping spells with her. And also ask Maria if she wants to join, if she's not tired.
Kayak's down for it.
Yeah.
Okay, you roll Arcana with advantage. While everyone rolls Arcana with disadvantage. That's learning.
+0 to Arcana.
Who's rolling with disadvantage? Who's rolling with disadvantage?
Yeah, anyone that's learning from Diana. Through some practice and a couple of misfires, perhaps a firebolt to the wall or someone's forehead on accident, you manage to sharpen your magics with Diana as you all perfect your techniques and your invocations and such. You all gain the magic initiate. What is it? Fucking feet? Yeah.
Ooh.
Any kind we please.
Yeah.
Magic initiate.
Yeah. It's a feat. Yeah. It's a feat. Not crazy.
Awesome. And Diana will kind of just say, huh. Nice job, you're both very fast learners.
Yes.
Kayak looks pleased with himself.
It's strange using magic and not having to go through the extra steps.
You'll get used to it. Plus, it's faster this way. Just make sure you don't set somebody on fire. That would be, well, you know.
Looks a kayak.
There's a faint bronze tinge to Kayak's face, which you've all probably figured out by now means she's blushing.
It was only once.
No, it wasn't.
Very grumpy little kobold.
I'm better about it now.
You are. I'll just pat her head.
She grins.
Alright, well, let's get some sleep if we're gonna head off early morning. Nice job, guys. And Diana just holds out her hand for high fives.
Maria will not leave her hanging.
Kayak doesn't either. But when she slaps Diana's hand, it feels like she touched a hot pan.
Diana just shakes her hand. It's just like, oof. We're good.
So when we get the magic initiative, we could pick any class, or do we have to take sorcerer because that's what
No, any class.
Diane is. Any class, okay.
Any class. Any class. Does anyone do anything else?
No, Grim's just what? I guess maybe keep watch or something, then eventually just take kayak to bed.
Yeah, if there's enough time, Maria would probably try to gather some materials to just craft a some kind of shelter up on the roof that she can use. You know,
Okay.
basic.
Okay, roll a survival. Alright, you craft yourself a little sniper's nest.
And that's where she will sleep.
Okay, if nothing else is happening, then you wake up to whatever time you set to wake up to as you hear rain start to fall from the sky. Not hard.
Hey, at least the rain might help us with stealth.
When do you
We
want
will have
me?
to-
But Maria will probably be up pretty much with first light.
Kayak would probably sleep in a bit until someone woke her up.
Diana probably set an alarm for like early morning, maybe 7 or 8.
We'll slept very little, probably like 6 hours or some shit. She woke up real early.
So how, if you're up, then how are you preparing for the day?
Well, I'm gonna, as part of the long rest, I'm gonna ritual cast nourishing repast. So everyone will get immunity, advantage on saving throws against disease and poison for 8 hours. So I'll cast that over whatever food we eat before we leave.
Kayak would probably just be
until it's ready to leave. Time to leave.
Kayak would be sharpening her pocket knife, making sure it's all nice and clean and sharp.
Yep. Opal is grabbing her new gun, some ammo for it, and also she's still carrying her short bow and arrows for it.
Yeah, Maria also will be checking over equipment, making sure everything's in working order. Magazines loaded, weapons functioning properly, all that kind of fun stuff.
Diane is also getting ready, making sure her stuff is all put together. And she found a glove that she stuffed a little bit of tissue in the pinky part, so that way it's not awkward, and puts it on her left hand.
Everyone taking the truck, or are you guys going on foot?
We're gonna take the truck to the outskirts of the city, and then do we actually have like a map of the city? Like, do we, or and did any of us previously like live here and would know where the hospital is?
Opal lives here, or she's lived here, so
Yeah, you would have a map and a fair idea of where most stuff is.
So yeah, we'll try to leave the truck outside of the city in an area in a the where we can reach the hospital as quickly as possible.
Alright, you get to the outskirts of the city. As you draw closer, how far away from the city do you drive away, or do you drive into the city and hide your truck somewhere?
I think we want to be outside the city, but not too far. Someplace, and we want to find someplace where we can conceal the truck and make sure that it's not going to get spotted and taken, maybe.
Alright, you hide the truck among either using some trash or some foliage, and you walk towards the city. Are you guys being stealthy?
Kayak would be stealthy. She's also gonna.
Oh yeah, stealthy.
She's gonna cast mage
Yeah.
on herself before we go into the city.
Mage armor. Alright, roll some stealth for me, please.
Oh, stealth.
Yes. It's 8. That's average out fine.
The majority of you, yeah, you're all good. Okay. Yes, you're going through the city towards the hospital. You, maybe 2 miles away from the hospital, you start to hear a vehicle, coming up the road. What do you guys do? What's your initial reaction? You don't see the car yet, but you know it's coming close.
I'd say get everybody behind cover and see if we can't spot the vehicle.
Okay. Everyone goes behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You hide either maybe around among the ruined city rubble, or behind an alley, or wherever you go. As the car gets louder, you hear "woo" as it gets closer. You see a guy's driving a red pickup truck. Two inside the vehicle, 4 standing outside yelling, and they all look like they're drow. while they seem to be dragging something behind. They are probably 50 yards at this point. Are you staying hidden?
I think so.
Can we tell
I mean-
what it is they're dragging?
Yeah, I'm gonna look to see if I can while still being hidden, see if I can tell what they're dragging.
Do a perception check.
Kayak is growling. Probably in Grim's ear.
Perception is not the. Oh! Hey, good roll.
Okay. As they get closer, and as they're driving, you see they're dragging what looks like a man, or what's left of a man. Chained
So
to the
he's
end of the
definitely
truck.
dead.
He's definitely dead, yeah. But
Okay.
and you get a closer look, and some of them look like they're holding assault rifles. Some of them holding, jugs of alcohol. They throw a bottle on the street as they're passing by. Do you do anything at this point, or let them pass?
I think.
The six of them all together.
They're still at a pretty good range, though, if they're 50 feet. Are they moving away from us?
They're going towards you. So they're
I'd say
gonna
let 'em-
like cross your path at some point.
I'll whisper to everybody, let them get closer. And then I'll pull out one of my grenades. Attack after it goes off. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll pull the pin on the grenade and hold the spoon down. And when they get just about 30 feet, I'll launch the grenade so it kind of rolls underneath the truck.
Okay, if you're doing an attack, roll the attack with advantage.
Question is, what is the attack for the grenade? Because you had us set it up basically as a fireball.
Yeah, you could throw it as like a ranged weapon, using your whatever, dexterity or strength or whatever is your thing.
Okay.
Anybody else doing it to attack while he throws the grenade?
Kayak is ready to throw something, but she's waiting for the grenade to go off.
Yeah, Diana will also ready for it to go off.
Yeah, Opal's rubbing her gun, but she ain't gonna do that until, shit's clear.
Okay.
Grim just kind of takes Kayak off his shoulder for a second.
Where do you put her?
Probably just let her hover, or whatever solid thing is next to him. I don't know where we're hiding, where Grim would fit.
She'll take off and just fly.
Am I the only one seeing just a black screen?
No, I see it too.
No, I see it
Me
too.
too.
Okay, the grenade goes off. Boom. Right under the truck. That also in turns makes the truck explode. Boom. Doing an extra 29 damage on top of that. Pieces are everywhere. There's nothing left of them. Just shrapnel and pieces of the truck, some fire, made a loud boom.
Okay. I guess that is an effective use of a grenade. Quickly go over the bodies, and then we need to move. That's going to draw attention.
Got it.
Kayak is giggling maniacally as she flies to start searching the bodies.
Okay, if you're searching the
Opal's gonna search
bodies, do either an investigation or a perception, but with disadvantage, as the body pieces are everywhere. In pieces. Everything's in pieces.
Investigation or perception? Okay.
Yeah. Most of the items and weapons seem to be beyond repair, but you search through the bodies. What you do manage to find that is still intact are 2 bags of holding.
Okay, we'll look at what's in there once we get to a safe distance. You know what? I'm just going to put this one bag of holding into the other one, so they'll be easier to carry.
Are you?
No. I've been playing this game long enough. I know what happens.
Do you?
I do not wish to be drawn into the astral plane.
Wait, that's what happens?
Yeah.
Oh,
It tears open a rift to the astral plane and sucks everything within 20 feet into it.
damn. Alright.
You need like plane shift or something to get back, or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. Or high intelligence to fucking glide through the fucking astral plane. But yeah, you find 2 bags of holding. Do you continue to search more, or do you move on at this point?
If we search longer, we're at risk of unfriendlies coming upon us. I say, let's get out of here.
Still moving towards the hospital?
Yeah, we'll continue moving towards the hospital, but we'll kind of widen our approach and kind of work to the opposite side of where this explosion happened.
Diana will follow.
Yep. Opal's following.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, roll another stealth as you move closer to the hospital.
Amazing.
Whoops. That was with disadvantage. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, how close are you getting to the hospital? Are you observing ground level? Are you going on another building?
Preferably another building that's tall enough, far enough away, so like a minimum range of at least 500 feet away.
Okay, you go into a abandoned apartment that's close by to the hospital. As you climb to the highest part of the steps, are you staying in a room? Are you going to the rooftop?
A room on the top level.
Okay. And roll either a perception or investigation with advantage as you are observing the hospital. And what are you mainly looking for?
Maria's looking for patrol patterns, points of entry, seeing if
Hello?
Oh, I didn't ask you guys Monday after the one shot. How did you guys enjoy it?
It was fun.
Good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Okay, the last thing I heard was you were observing their patterns and what else?
Oh, I'm looking for patrol patterns, points of entry, and attempting to get as accurate of a count as she can of the hostiles on site. And then I distributed the 2 bags of holding. One went to Opal, one went to Diana.
Okay. As you observe it, how long you guys are gonna observe them for?
What time of day is it?
At this point, it'd be noon.
Probably a few hours, 3-4 hours.
Okay. What you learn within these few hours, you see that they seem to barricaded or walled off most of the sides of the hospital, making only one entry the easiest way to enter. Not that you can't enter the other ways, but they're all covered by trash, and some of them seem to be reinforced in some way with, welding and whatever. But the main entrance has 2 guards on the outside of the gate and 2 guards on the inside of the gate. Once in a while, you'll see these people that are not drow. They look like they're wearing hospital gowns, but very dirty and ragged. They have these weird collars around their neck. That is a blue kind of gem that lines all around the collar. Small little gems, and you see some of them handing the guards food and some water. You see them getting mistreated and kicking around. Once in a while, you'll see some drow come in and out, but it doesn't seem like there's too many of them. You've only seen about maybe 10 drow. You've seen way more slaves, though. You've seen probably like 30 of them. But they're all wearing collars. You do see them run towards the explosion, and you hear fighting in the distance where the grenade went off, where it seems like a horde of zombies was attracted to there. And at this point, you see the guards run back to the hospital gates, even the ones on the outside, as they start to stand on the outside of the fence and just wait for the zombies to get closer, as they just pop them through the fence with melee weapons, trying to maintain from the horde from breaking in.
Interesting. Opal, Diana, could you check those bags of holding to see if there's any blue crystals in there?
Blue crystals.
Yeah. The slaves that they're holding have collars with these blue crystals on them. I'm wondering if each of the drow may have had some kind of control crystal or something to that effect.
Okay.
All right.
Diana will look, see if there's a blue crystal.
Yep. Opal's gonna look through her bag as well.
Kayak.
Yes?
Can you
Sorry.
turn invisible?
I don't think so.
You don't know an invisibility spell?
One that makes me invisible to the dead.
Okay. Well, that is not going to work then. Okay. I don't even remember what level invisibility is.
Third, right? No.
Yeah, I think that's what I thought, that it's a third level spell, but does anybody know invisibility?
Sadly, no.
No.
Do you want to send Kayak?
Well, I was going to give Kayak one of my grenades and have her go drop it on top of them.
Kayak just holds her hands out.
It's a distance to be out there by yourself. I don't think that's the safest thing to do.
Kayak will be fine.
Maria will look at Grim.
Kayak, think.
Pointy ears let Kayak drop grenades all the time. Kayak will be fine.
All right, kid. Did you see how I used the one earlier?
Yes.
Just copy that, and I'll hand Kayak one of my 2 remaining grenades. Drop it. Try to drop it as close to the gate as you can, but we want to make sure that you hit the as many drow as you can. But I'm hoping that might be able to take out one of the or part of the gate.
After she takes out part of the gate, is that when we sneak in?
Well, at that point, we'll let the zombies do whatever the zombies are going to do. And maybe we just hold here and observe for a little while longer.
Well, if Kayak's going to do this, she's going to need to be pretty fast, huh?
That would be best. If you have anything that may help her with that.
Indeed I do. And Diana, despite having been burned by Kayak before, she is going to quickly touch her head and she is going to cast haste on her.
Now, curiosity, how far are we?
You're like a few blocks over, basically, like almost like a couple buildings close to the hospital.
I was going to say, what if Grim just started eating shit?
Well, I know we're at least 500 feet away. So if Grim can throw shit 500 feet, feel free.
Diana, when you cast that on Kayak, you visibly see her start vibrating.
And Kayak will say, blow them away. Literally and figuratively.
It's just a high-pitched squeak. Like, the sound a tea kettle makes, it slowly gets louder and louder, and Kayak just takes off with the grenade.
Note to self, do not use that on her often.
You should not have done that.
I wanted to make sure she would be okay and be fast enough to come back.
It's like when she drank that black drink.
Wait, something she drank?
Yes. Started with... I kind of did like the motion in the air for like a C.
Oh. Gotcha. We will make sure we hide that from her also.
Found it once. She figured how to make it. Instead it was gross. Kept drinking.
Oh boy.
Okay, Kayak, what do you do with the grenade? How are you flying?
But how big is the grenade?
It's a frag size, like what, like a baseball almost? Baseball?
Yeah, about the size of a
Yeah.
baseball.
She's got both both arms wrapped around it, holding onto it as tightly as she can.
Yeah, Grim could probably chuck a fucking frag 500 feet.
Okay, and are you just where are you flying to?
Probably above the gate and above the drow guarding it.
Okay, are you doing this stealthily or are you trying to do this as fast as you can?
As fast as possible. She's dashing, which is... Actually, no, she's double dashing, so... She's moving about 240 feet in a single round. Just to clarify how fast she is moving.
Okay, roll either acrobatics or athletics with advantage, and then roll the attack with the grenade. with advantage.
I'll be covering her with my rifle just in case any of the drow decide to look up.
What was the attack with the grenade? Was it just a fireball?
It's however you want to do it, but it's like a throwing. It's basically a ranged weapon attack, same damage as fireball.
Okay. Trying to see if she has any ranged. Could you use her firebolt for the attack?
Yeah, it was whatever is easier for you at the moment. Okay, and then roll the damage.
Damage of a fireball.
And you already rolled the athletics. Let's see. They don't notice you flying down. You drop the grenade, and like something out of a sitcom show, they cartoonily kind of look down, look up at each other, look at you. They are about to raise their assault rifles, but their grenade goes off, blowing up all 4 of the guards that were standing outside, and a big hole goes into the gate as a big boom goes off. And do you fly straight back?
Oh yeah, she whips around and just streaks back like a little bolt of lightning.
Alright.
Giggling hysterically the entire way.
The smoke, rubble, and bodies, pieces flying everywhere. Zombies pushed back. Even some zombies got hit. But the horde gets back up and continues through the whole of the gate. You see a couple other drow that were further back start yelling. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I don't.
No.
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 Yes.
I did.
Oh.
You hear them yell, someone yell at Undercommon, "Get the fuck inside! This isn't a fucking emergency, yada yada," like, it's not a drill, like you hear on the intercom. It's a female voice, and she doesn't sound too happy, and you just see a couple of drow on the higher floors start to shoot down and pick off some of the horde little by little, but it's not enough to stop the horde from coming in because there's so many of them and they're all pressed against the building of the hospital, but they all seem to be trapped inside, or they lock themselves in pretty much at this point.
Very good.
I'm just gonna assume that Kayak comes smashing straight through a window and then crashes straight into Grim because she's moving so fast.
Yeah, Grim just fucking catch her and look at her. Don't do that again.
Maria will go over to Kayak and put her fist out for a fist bump.
Oh yeah, she slams her fist against yours.
Very good.
That was impressive.
I agree. Nice job.
Good with grenades. Very good.
She's
No.
just jittering from haste.
I'm gonna go ahead and just end this, so to give you a little time to, relax. So, Diana is going to drop haste.
Kayak just immediately slumps, looking exhausted.
No sugar tonight.
So, for now, they're trapped inside. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it here now. That was a bit of fortune that we were able to pull that off. I was not expecting to be able to do that.
Really?
Well, the horde of zombies is quite useful. They'll spend who knows how long locked inside the hospital, but they'll also, if they ever want to get back out, they're going to be using resources to do so. Resources that they can't use against us when we go in there and eliminate the rest of them. Did either of you find anything useful in those bags of holding?
Oh, yeah. Did we find the gems that she was talking about?
Yeah, what
do
did
you-
we find in there?
What do you do with the bag of holding? Are you dumping the bag of holding, or are you reaching your hand in the bag of holding?
I think that's to just dump it. See everything that's in there.
Yeah, Opal's gonna dump it, like, somewhere, like, a bit further from the others, and just in case, like, there's something blows up or some shit. She's gonna carefully dump it out.
Diana will do the same, like maybe in like a corner of a room.
You flip over the bag of holding in your perspective corners of the room. What comes out are decapitated heads, one by one, coming out like little balls. You find about 16 heads all together coming out of the bags of holding.
Diana just screams.
Oh, that's disgusting.
They all look freshly cut. Less than a day old.
Fucking drow.
Is this something Kayak would recognize? This behavior?
This behavior, you know that the group of drow that captured you before were into torturing slaves that didn't meet needs anymore, or became too broken to work or be useful to them, or just for the fun for fun, or just looking at them wrong one day. They just do it.
Kayak just sticks her tongue out and shakes her head.
Unlucky.
I don't know if I would call this unlucky.
It's certainly disgusting.
Well, Maria, sadly there are no gems in here.
It was a bit of hope, that's all.
You do find a pack of marble red 100s and a Zippo lighter.
What are those?
Zombie. should get rid of heads.
These are the. You said marble red?
Yeah, girl, these are Marble Red 100s. Cowboy killers.
Cigarettes
Yeah,
and a lighter.
and a lighter, girl.
Yeah, Diana will say it's just a pack of cigarettes. They literally do nothing but kill you. Diana will just kick the cigarettes away, but she'll pick up the lighter.
Well, what? I don't know what cigarettes are. I've never seen. I never had those.
And you don't want to.
Hey.
They burn.
Oh,
They kill you.
Opal's gonna go pick up the cigarettes.
Seriously, Opal. Those things were in there with a
What?
bunch of decapitated heads. Don't put that in your mouth.
I have put a lot of things in my mouth.
Do you really want something that touched a head to be put in your mouth?
They're in the box.
Diana just looks at Marie, just like, can we go now?
No. We should stay. Or at least
Hey,
a couple of us should stay. If some of you want to go back, but it's a good chance to observe and keep an eye on their progress in dealing with the horde.
We could lure Bordet to them.
Eventually, we're gonna have to go in there and take them out. We just need. We want them to deal with the horde. I guess we could. I don't know.
well, I guess let's just observe for now. And can someone just get rid of those heads, please?
Kayak will throw a firebolt in the direction of the heads.
That is not helping. Broom's just gonna walk over and take a bunch of fucking heads and just start throwing them far.
Opal will also yeet some heads with Grim.
I don't care how they get tossed out. I just want them gone. And Diana's just, I guess, sitting in possibly an old chair or something, and is just hands on her head.
The head chucking is causing too much motion, so Kayak will fly off of Grim's shoulder and just kind of go land on Diane's.
You've made some zombies quite happy as you chucked out some heads.
When you land on Diana's shoulder, you definitely sense some chaotic magic coming about around her.
Kayak doesn't really seem bothered. She kind of just burrows into Diane's hair.
Diane lifts her head up a bit and kind of just looks over, but doesn't move, like when you have a cat on you and you don't want it to leave. Well, if we're not leaving, then I guess we make ourselves comfortable.
You see Maria's pretty focused through the scope of the rifle, almost constantly keeping an eye on the hospital. At one point, you see her reach into a pouch that she has on her vest, and she pulls out a pipe, like a old school smoking pipe. In a little pouch, and she packs some tobacco into the pipe and lights it up. It's just deep breath, and you see almost like she's actually relaxed at the moment.
Opal is gonna walk up to Diana. Hey, can I see that lighter for a moment?
Diana just sighs and says, "You're gonna go smoke a cigarette, aren't you?"
Is that a problem? Because I mean... She gestures towards Maria.
You know what? Fine. And she just gives her the lighter.
Thank you. If you want one, let me know.
No thanks. I need my lungs to be in tip-top shape in case I need to run.
Well, clearly mine aren't, so I don't care. She smokes this fucking cigarette.
You smoked the cigarette from where?
What do you mean from where?
The Marlboro?
Yes.
Do a Constitution saving throw as you take a puff of the Marlboro Red 100s, girl.
Alright, I got a 21.
Okay, do another one. Okay. How long do you guys stay in this building?
How long do you all want to stay in the building? Like, Maria's prepared to be there until it's time to go in.
No, we'll just follow Maria's lead.
Yeah, let's say Diana was ready to basically like stay there all night if she had to.
So you're staying there all night, basically. There's no time limit. Okay, but
Maria's like
Go ahead.
mainly she's looking for the right moment, like that opening that they need to be able to get in there to clear that place out.
Okay, roll a stealth with advantage, Maria, as you're observing them. What else is everyone doing during this time? Opal is smoking a cigarette. Maria is smoking a pipe.
Room's just standing watch.
Kayak is probably still kind of cuddled up in Diane's hair. Watching Opal kind of warily as she's smoking that cigarette.
Diane's still sitting in the chair, just calming down and just chilling.
Opal, it's a good cigarette. You smoke it, it's great. It's a regular cigarette. Tastes fresh, doesn't taste stale. You're wondering where the fuck they got this. Must have been
Alright.
a lucky pack of cigarettes, right? First out. Everything's okay. Second hour. Everything feels great. Has your character done drugs in the past?
Honestly, yeah, probably. She did not grow up great.
Has your character done acid before?
I don't actually know, so I'm gonna roll on that just so I can decide whether she has or not before.
So is the acid?
She has not.
Is the acid considered a poison?
Is acid considered a poison? LSD considered to be a poison?
Because if it is, she does have advantage on Constitution saving throws against it.
I don't see anything that says it's an actual poison, but yeah, I can say it's a poison because it's a drug. So what were
Well,
what were you doing? You said, Maria.
Oh, it's just she has advantage on saving throws against it because of the nourishing repast that I cast earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you are tripping on acid right now. You feel great. The wall is melting. Everyone is changing into different colors, and this is the best you've ever felt in your life.
Oh, this is new.
What? You good?
You soon discovered
Anything?
that these cigarettes were dipped in acid.
What did you say, DM?
You soon discovered that these cigarettes were dipped in acid.
Yeah, I don't suggest anyone take these, have any of these. She, waves around the box of Marlboros.
Normally, the average person would be too fucked up to do anything, but you're still functional. You're just gonna have disadvantage on perception checks because you're not sure if that person's really there or not.
Just throw the whole entire box away.
No, I never said that. Just, nobody else take them.
Diana just looks at Opal. Does she look like she's out of it? Like, does her pupils look like the size of dinner plates or something?
Her eyeball is a pupil. It is nothing but pupil.
Diana just looks at Maria and is just like, do we have any, like, water or something for Opal?
Yeah, give me a moment. She'll pull out her water skin and cast create water.
It looks like Maria is giving you a snake in his hand that is full of liquid.
Now that I'm actually looking at Opal, I'm going to make a medicine check.
The medical definition is tripping balls.
Opal, did you take some kind of drug?
I not intentionally. They those Marlboros are not exactly normal.
DM, it kind of sounds like you have the mic up your nose.
Oh, sorry.
Drink this water and go lay down. Don't do any more of that for now. Wait until we get back to base.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do any more of this for now. She's gonna put the Marlboros and back in the bag of holding, and she's gonna take the, I guess, liquid snake thing and drink from it and go sit down.
Do you hear the song Happy Birthday as you drink from the snake?
Gotta be that public domain song. No copyright infringement in this D&D game.
As we say with Marlboro.
Diana just looks at Maria and is just like, should we burn those later?
Drugs can be a good release when used at the correct time. Especially with the stressful situation that we find ourselves living in. Plenty of soldiers that I knew did drugs during downtime to take the edge off.
Does that explain the, and Diana just points to Maria's pipe.
Oh, no, that's just tobacco. I stay away from the stuff. I prefer to keep a clear head. Especially since right now we're on an operation.
Well, alright. Diana just goes back to just chilling in the chair. She's probably maybe eating a little snack or something and then giving half to Kayak over her shoulder.
Kayak may nip her fingers on occasion as she grabs it.
She'll just wince but doesn't say anything. Do we see any other activity from the hospital?
You'll see sometimes from the windows that some people are either shooting bows down, casting firebolt, or something of the nature like that out of the some of the windows higher up. The zombies horde has lightened up a little bit, but it's still a lot of them.
Diana will look to Maria and say, "Do you think they'll be at it all night?"
They have to. That's the thing. They're stuck. So they have to deal with the horde, or else eventually they'll just run out of supplies. Might take a long time.
What if kill them while the horde is there?
We cut out a little bit, so I didn't catch all of that.
What if kill them with the horde?
Well, we would have to get the horde inside the building. Unfortunately, they're locked down. Now, I'm not against blowing a hole in the side of that building and letting that horde rush in, but that would mean we'd have to get there to do that.
Easy. Kayak just pulls her penny out of her pocket and holds it up.
Then we would need the explosives to do it. I've only got one more grenade. And I don't think... I'm guessing it's, that it's a pretty sturdy building.
Yeah, for the most part. You do see some weak points you could blow up with the grenade, but yeah.
You just have to be careful because now the drow are actively looking for targets in that area. If they see any of us moving towards the building, then because your spell only makes... Is that a single target or is it multiple targets?
Dead walking?
Yeah.
It's multiple target. Remember, she used it to get all of you through the
Oh,
horde?
yeah. Yeah, if they see any of us moving towards the building, I think they'll start shooting at us, so...
Are we low on time?
I think at this point we kind of have all the time in the world. At least as long as that horde is still mobbing the building.
Bring more dead. Keep the horde large. Let them starve.
We don't know how much they have in way of supplies, so that could take weeks.
We have time.
When you were held captive there or somewhere else?
Somewhere else. There were scouts. Moved from place to place.
Okay. I was hoping you might have had an idea of how much supplies they would have with them, but if you weren't held there, then you probably would not know. There's going to be a lot of medical supplies in there because, of course, it's a hospital. But the food, it's really going to depend on how much they brought with them and how many people they have in there. So to do this quickly, blowing a hole blowing open a door or something like that to get that horde in there would probably be the most expeditious way to get this over and done with. But I mean, starving them out isn't also not a bad plan. It's just if we ever want to get in there and get our hands on any supplies that survive, we're going to have to deal with a larger horde.
Dead are easier than the living.
I don't know, because we still have. Well, and Diana just looks back to where Opal went. She's completely out of it.
It'll take her some hours to get back to normal, and she'll probably have a pretty nasty headache when it's over.
Yeah. So, I think I'll stay with her just to make sure, well, like I said, she can't really go anywhere, so. But I can have, just in case, cover fire for you guys.
Roughly how big is the horde right now?
From what you see, it looks to be at least 100.
And how quickly do they seem to be eliminating the zombies?
Maybe 5 every 30 minutes, it seems. It seems like they're kind of waiting to see if they get bored. They're trying to kind of not make a lot of noise. But you do see them take, pop shots with, bows and stuff. But more seem to be coming from the other corners of the city, slowly.
So there's enough noise to draw more attention. It's just not very quickly. I think we should try Kayak's idea. We just need a way to draw a large amount in that direction without exposing ourselves.
Then maybe I could go to another place and fire off a few magic missiles. That should be at least a decent one, anyway. Decent amount of noise and distraction.
I just worry about you drawing them towards you instead of towards the hospital.
If we need noise, I can do noise.
What can you do?
Do you want me to show you?
Can you do it safely?
Yes, but it'll be loud.
How about just tell us instead of show us?
Loud. Bad. Remember.
Yeah, we don't want to do loud here. We don't want to draw them to us. We want to draw them to the hospital.
Kayak kind of just squirms out of Diane's hair, takes out her pocket knife and clicks it open.
Can make it louder. Much louder.
Okay. Okay. Looking at the terrain between us and the hospital, does it look like there might be a decent bit of cover?
Yeah. You could go in between alleyways, buildings. There's a lot of rubble and ruin. As long as you stay off the main road.
Okay. Maria's gonna kind of sling her sniper rifle, and she's going to grab Opal's rifle and hand it to Diana. Say, use this to keep an eye on things.
Gotcha.
Kayak and I are gonna go for a little walk. That sound good to you, Kayak? What about you? Grim, you come with us. Just in case.
Don't like Kayak alone here.
Well, Kayak's a fighter. She needs to fight. And that's going to put her in danger sometimes. Unfortunately, you're going to have to learn to deal with it. Maria starts heading towards the exit.
Kayak will fly after her.
Grim follows.
Head down, back out to the nearest alleyway and start making our way closer. The objective is to make sure that we're not seen, but we get close enough that we can do, certain things, like maybe close enough that one of us could lob my last grenade at the building. That'll cause a whole bunch of noise. And Kayak might be able to create a bunch of noise too, to draw more, and then speed back to our little safe space.
Okay, roll stealth.
You know what? Hang on a second. Let me make sure there's nothing I can cast on us that might make this a little bit easier before we get out of there. Okay, that's only attacks and saving throws. It does not look like I have a bunch of. I'm gonna give a guidance to Grim for the stealth check. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, can I maybe help with how's your stealth, Maria? I could help by maybe, I have the message cantrip, which is 120 feet. So maybe while I'm looking through the scope, I could tell her, if people are coming or if there's like a zombie nearby or something.
We have the communication stones.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least we should.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll just be covering their back and looking for zombies and such that maybe are in their blind spot then, and telling them about it.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. There we go.
Alright, how close do you intend to get to the building?
What's the closest gap between another building and the hospital?
The closest gap, the gap between the two buildings is going to be about 20 feet apart.
Yeah, and then we'll try to get to that building. Because 20 feet is perfect.
Alright, you get to the other building that is closer.
Okay. So the building that we're in is 20 feet from the hospital, which is close enough that we can make all kinds of noise, and it should draw the attention to the rest of the zombies. And then when they get there, they should hopefully work their way into the rest of the horde. Maria is going to use thaumaturgy. Actually, that's only 3 times as loud. It's actually not as loud as I was hoping it would be.
Kayak kind of just looks at Maria, and then she'll take out her pocket knife and click it open. And as it does, the sound amplifies probably about 50 to 100 times. It just sounds absolutely deafening as she casts Thunderclap.
Alright, you hear waves of different hordes of zombies start coming that way as more and more and more get attracted towards the hospital. As hundreds of them seem to come upon the hospital, and you're doing the job of attracting more zombies.
Is there any of those weak points that you mentioned? Are any of them like on the side of the hospital that we're on?
Yep.
I'm gonna I want to attempt to lob my last grenade at that weak point.
Okay, go and lob it. With advantage.
Don't need it.
Alright.
Natural
Blow
20.
a hole
Nice.
to the side of the wall. Smoke everywhere. After it clears and all the bodies of zombies that were dead from the explosion get trampled upon, the other horde of zombies that start pouring into the hospital. This time, as this happens, you start hearing assaults and firearm fire. Guns going off, louder spells going off now inside the building.
Now I'll look at Grim and Kayak and I'll say, let's go. Double time it back to the rest of the group.
Kayak nods. Just hang on to Grim's shoulder as they head back.
Diana's watching them through the scope.
Okay, you make it back. You don't need to roll stealth at this point because everyone's not really paying attention to you as you run back inside the other apartment building that you're hiding into.
That went better than expected.
Yeah, nice job.
We'll all be having so much fun in there.
Kayak's just got a big grin on her face.
Burning wanted to go in.
Too many dead.
You'll get your chance. Once we stop hearing gunfire, we'll let the horde thin out, and then we'll go deal with the ones that are left inside.
Sounds like a plan. Well, guess better bunker down then. Diana will just lay back in what I assume is probably a lazy boy.
Yeah. About what time of day are we getting to now?
You're looking about into 7 o'clock at night at this point.
Yeah, we should set up watch. Make sure at least one person has eyes on the building at all times. The rest of us can get
over and sits.
And then we can. The rest of us can get some rest. Maybe check some of these apartments for anything that might have been left behind.
Yeah.
What is Opal's current situation?
You are starting to come down at this point. You still feel, but after all of it, you feel happy as hell. Like you just came back from a vacation, or you just heard some good news as the high starts to come down.
Alright, is Opal with the others? Or...
Oh, I assume we put you in like a bedroom type area and we were just in like the main room or living room.
Shove her in the bag of holding, it's fine.
No. But yeah, we left the door open and stuff just in case though, so you could just walk out if you want.
Okay. I think I'm getting better. If you need me to help with anything.
I see you decided to join the land of the sober.
In my defense, I didn't know they were, more than just cigarettes.
This is why we don't put random stuff in our mouth.
I survived this long.
Diana just shakes her head, but it's just like, well, the plan went off without a hitch. There's even more undead in there now. So now we're just basically waiting for them to die. So, do you want to take one of the watches now that you're somewhat sober?
Yeah, it's the least I can do.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break, so you guys can either continue to roleplay in the apartment or, yeah, do whatever you gotta do. I'll be right back.
I myself fucking sleep.
Me. I was wondering if you were half asleep or not. You sounded like it.
To be fair, the grim voice does make you sound like you're falling asleep.
Well, yeah, probably.
Both Grim and Opal are basically just us tired voices. That's Opal's voice is inspired by my tired voice, so. That's really
I'm
not
having trouble with
expected for Opal to
kayak.
get high. Oh.
I'm having trouble with Kayak's voice tonight because I played my Eric Coker last night, so his voice is trying to come out.
You just,
You need to go as high as you can.
Oh yeah, I do that. But the thing is Reef is also a high, but has like a kind of.
So that's the voice you're doing for the goblin when we play the pirate campaign, right?
what?
Right.
No. I don't know what the fuck I would do for Grov. Tam, what do you think he sounds like?
You sound big and strong.
No!
God, no.
I actually don't.
Take me now.
No.
It's gonna be on the fucking recording. You do realize that, right, Connor?
I don't really care. We said most of the recordings.
We got like
Oh my
men.
God. Oh god.
I don't think Rob has a very squeaky voice.
I mean, when I think goblin, I think like growly or gravelly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I think too. But yeah, I have to keep remembering with Kayak that her voice needs to be a lot sweeter than Reef's is. Because Reef's is squeaky, but
Just
it has a kind of
do
a
like,
growl to it.
do like a baby talk, like when you're like, you know, doing your baby talk to your geckos. But do it high. Like,
Panini, baby girl. Meow, meow, meow.
Just remind me, I was baby talking one of my geckos earlier. She was so cute. She has this hide that's like a little rock with a hole cut into it. And she saw me through it, and she was just slowly sticking her head further and further out towards me. It was so cute.
oh.
I will be back. I want some grapes.
I don't even know what I'm going to do with this new Saturday game.
Clue.
I mean, we're gonna be continuing with the same characters, as far as I know.
And somehow Rose didn't make it into the game, but I don't know. It doesn't fit for Rose though.
I don't know what the game is, so yeah.
It's like the whole story of Rose Gold is that she's established. She's been around for a long time. So knocking her back down to low level just doesn't make sense for the character. At least to me, it doesn't.
I mean, perhaps something happened and a lot of her upgrades got removed. Perhaps she had to be downgraded or something. Or she scrapped pieces together.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what the premise of the campaign is going to be. Then I'll come to a decision on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Not me forgetting I'm on push to talk.
Hmm.
I heard some of that conversation from my kitchen about rose gold.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it falls down to the head canon that I have for Rose and her story.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm doing that.
First idea that would spring to my mind is maybe she got really badly damaged. Have the artificers trying to repair her.
I don't know. I think I just need to see what the premise of the game's going to be, and then kind of make a decision from there.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Think.
Thank you for casting haste on Kayak. I enjoyed playing a supersonic kobold.
No problem.
Fucking giggling like a maniac into my mic. That was great.
Of course. I mean, she needed as much boost as she could get, so just in case, haste. I'm gonna be saying that a lot now.
Say that every time you caffeinate the kobold. If I cast Longstrider and use Blade Song, I wonder if that would all stack with haste, so she'd have like 120 feet of movement just off the bat.
I don't know. I don't know the limitation. I mean, haste is always up as long as I maintain concentration. So.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So run back or
I'm back.
okay. Who's keeping watch?
Me. Because I pretty much just don't do anything else.
Opal's up, so
Roll a perception check if you're keeping watch.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you want to do shifts? Like,
Yeah, it's up to you guys if you're doing shifts or not, or whatever you're doing.
yeah, after Opal, I'll do like a shift.
Kayak can do one after Diane.
Me and Maria will take the last shift.
Okay, first shift, do a perception check. Or is that already Grim and Opal?
I rolled one.
Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. Part of the hospital building on the second story, blows out, from what looks like either an explosion or a fireball spell. And second shift roll perception.
would that be Opal or Diana? How do you want to handle that?
That's me.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm second shift.
It's hard to see in the rain as it falls heavier and the smoke around that comes from the fires that get extinguished quickly from the rain. But you don't see anything like out of the ordinary, just hearing battles and gunfire and screams.
They're really fighting for their lives out there, aren't they, Grim?
I suppose Grim is watching this whole fucking time, so he could roll each time too.
Oh, can I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then third shift roll.
Kayak is very tired.
What you and Grim see at this point as the sun starts to rise is, instead of waking up to a rooster, you wake up to the sound of a man screaming. He is floating in the air, wearing a hospital gown. He's floating in the air in arm's reach of the zombies, just enough for them to grab, but not enough for them to actually grab them. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I fucking said that wrong. But yeah, just close enough to barely touch him. As you see this man slowly floating above the horde, and the horde is kind of paying attention to him. But it's moving slowly, like 5 feet every couple minutes.
Does his screams wake everyone up, or is it still like kind of far away where only Kayak and them can hear it?
I mean, if you're waking up at this point, it depends. Yeah, if you're waking up early, you would hear it. If you're just sleeping, but it's kind of hard to say because you've been hearing gunfire and screams all night. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, it's not going to be something that would really wake you up.
Okay, alright, Diana's still sleeping.
Fish.
What'd you say, Grim?
Fishing.
Yes.
Kayak's like starting to growl, and every muscle in her body's going tense.
What's wrong?
Eat.
Does Kayak have any idea how this guy is floating? Is this something she would have seen before?
You know it's a spell of some sort, of course, but you're not exactly sure what spell.
Does it appear that he's casting it, or has it been cast on him?
It's been cast on him because he doesn't look like he's having a good time. It looks he's screaming like he doesn't want this to happen to him.
Kayak's gonna take off of Grim's shoulder, dive through the window, and fly towards the guy.
You fly towards the man, and you're just darting straight at him. What are you going to do?
I was trying to close that, not against it. When she gets close enough, she whips the penny out, pops it in her mouth, and casts Dead Walking on both herself and him.
Okay, you get close to him, and you cast Dead Walking on you and him. The zombies aren't paying attention to you no more. They kind of look around stupefied and bumping into each other now.
She would probably land on the dude. Just kind of hunker down to make herself a smaller target.
He's still moving slowly, 5 feet a little bit each time. What are you doing? Oh, who are you?
Quiet. Said ignore you now.
What? It doesn't matter if they're ignoring me. I can't stop floating.
Oh.
Did you say something?
Yeah, she asked why.
Well,
My mic probably glitched out.
the cast is. They forcibly cast a spell on me. It's like some kind of levitating spell. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about magic. I thought magic didn't exist for years.
Kayak is gonna like sink her claws into the hospital gown he's wearing, and just start powering her wings to see if she can move him. DM, it sounds like you have the mic up your nose again.
You have the mic up your nose. Do either an athletics or an acrobatics. Alright, you pull with all your might, and it's like picking up an anvil. It doesn't seem to move. He's slowly just staying in the one space as he slowly drifts forward. Do a dexterity saving throw.
Grim is ready to jump out the window.
As you try to pull him, a fireball comes at you. It blows up the man. Do you have advantage on this?
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
Oh god.
Is that your final answer?
Hang on, trying to find a spell.
Would you like my inspiration?
Can't you just counterspell?
How far away is that, and can she see the person casting it?
Your back is towards the person casting it, when you were flying away. But you're not sure which window. You know it's from the building itself.
So, no, she cannot counterspell.
Listen, I'm not awake, so I can't do Tides of Chaos.
Yeah, she doesn't have any spell that'll help her with that.
How high up are we?
Six stories up.
Okay. Yeah, Grim jumps out the window.
So you're gonna take the full 33 kayak?
Yeah, and that's exactly her hit point maximum, so she's down.
Okay. You try to rescue the floating man. The floating man blows up as a fireball hits both of you and leaves a big crater-sized hole into the ground. As you hear some laughter coming from the hospital. It says, "We got one of them." Grim, you said you jumped right off?
Yeah.
Okay, you jump right off the building, and
if I can, I would just Wolverine style just slam my claws into the side and just kind of slide.
okay, you slam your claws into the side. Do either athletics or acrobatics. You are Wolverine as you slide down the building with hasteness, and then you run straight to Kayak, I take it. What are you doing?
Just running. I got 40 feet of movement.
Okay, you make it to Kayak. What else do you, do you retreat back with Kayak?
Yeah.
Okay, do another dexterity saving throw. Or no, you, just you.
Just me?
Yeah.
Okay, I have advantage on that. So. Yeah, that's fine. I eat it, so.
Are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. You eat it, you clutch Kayak like a fucking football, and this is a Super Bowl. You just power through fucking all the zombies as they fly into the air, or as you just slice them without even thinking about it, and you just run straight back to the building with Kayak. Gunfire, fireballs, spells are just like trailing right behind you as you run in. At this point, you probably wake up, guys, because you probably hear some of the impact against the side of your building.
And Maria will be at the ready, sniper rifle up and firing at whoever's hanging outside of the hospital.
Okay, roll a sniper shot. Headshots. You take one out. At this instance, boom, Grim rushes in with Kayak. They both look like burnt toast.
Grim is still standing. Kayak is unconscious, so Maria will immediately move to Kayak and where is Cure Wounds? There is Cure Wounds. At third level. Don't roll the dice, just display it. That's what. There we go. 18, so Kayak will get 18 back.
Tiny little gasp.
Diana will immediately just say, "What happened?"
Holy shit. Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Back. And Grim just kind of fucking turns around to walk out.
Whoa. Whoa, Grim, you are nearly fried to a crisp.
Don't care.
Grim, at least get patched up before you go out. You're gonna get even more hurt. But what happened?
They were using someone as bait. Trying to draw the heart away.
Okay, that doesn't explain why you were unconscious and why Grim looks like charcoal.
Threw fire at us.
Went to get Kayak.
Oh, the motherfuckers.
Kayak, why didn't you wake anybody up? You could have seriously gotten hurt if Grim wasn't, well, there.
Kayak just kind of shoots a look at Diana.
React small and fast. Best if you aren't.
Yes, but as you can see, you still got hit. You should at least wake us up to make sure that, we can cover you.
She's
Speaking
kind of
of cover, Maria's just laser focused, rifle out, looking across for anybody popping their heads up in the hospital windows.
Make another sniper shot. Headshot.
You have to be careful, Kayak. There are certain spells that will, despite you being fast, can obliterate you. All I'm saying is that next time you need to wake somebody up, just in case, to at least have cover fire or something.
Yes, I know you're strong, Kayak, but you're still a little girl. You can't do shit like that.
Kayak just growls at the both of you and then wraps her wings around herself, hiding her face.
I'd be very sad if you got seriously hurt, Kayak.
No answer. Just a tiny little ball of sulking kobold.
Diana just sighs and will, she's already low to the ground, but will kind of, say to Maria, are they still... Do we have to go? Are we compromised?
Can I tell if any of them have figured out what building we're in yet?
Oh yeah, they know. They're taking pop shots at you, but they're not as good.
Yeah, definitely compromised.
You also,
What's
I'm sorry. You also see some zombies slowly kind of coming inside your building. Not as much as theirs, but like a few here and there, kind of just coming inside the building. But you're on the top floor, so it would be, even if they could manage to get up the stairs, who knows? Just depending how much noise you're making. I don't know, just, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, they definitely know we're here, and we've got some dead on the ground floor. So we either need to barricade, and this turns into a long-range gunfight, or we need to move.
I vote move. We can't worry about them and the dead that are coming up.
Yeah, we need to pick what battles we're gonna fight.
Okay, let's get out of here.
From here, where do you guys go? Bottom floor, top floor?
Oh, we're not all grim. We can't survive jumping out of the 6th floor.
Well, I could... Well, I'm about to say I'm not strong. I'm about to say I could do something where I won't get hurt if I jump, but I can't cast it on everybody else, and I don't think I'm strong enough to hold you guys to not get hurt at all. Maybe
you mean you can't improvise a feather fall with all the army training?
Let's say I'm not strong, and I can do a thing where I have wings, but I'm pretty sure I cannot hold on to Opal and Maria at the same time. I feel like you guys we'd all still take damage.
I'm pretty sure Opal could climb walls, if I'm reading this correctly. Oh, damn cat.
You could go up top if you wanted, and also hop to another building. Because a lot of the buildings are very close to each other. If you wanted to go that route, or you could go on the bottom, go bottom floor, fight zombies.
Oh boy. Duh. I think maybe the roof would be better. What do you think, Maria?
We're gonna have to go down to the ground floor, whether it's in this building or the next building over. So, either one is fine. As long as we can make the jump across.
All right.
How's Kayak and Grim looking right now, health wise?
Oh, I'm about half. So.
Think about the same. She's definitely still like covered in burns, and her wings look pretty tattered.
I'll do a quick mass healing word to get both of you a little bit more health. Couldn't roll better than a freaking 1. Another 6.
That's fine.
Okay, you heal them. You guys run up to the roof. Where are you trying to go? Are you trying to go away from the hospital building, or are you going towards it?
I think away is best.
Okay. You make it up, and you plan on jumping to the next building, apartment building over. If you are just jumping over, then you either do an acrobatics or an athletics. You make it. You make it. You make it with flair.
Oh boy.
You're naked. I mean, you make it.
My gosh, God, Dan, did you do that?
You're naked.
Are the motherfuckers in the hospital across the way still taking pot shots at us?
No, Maria kind of fucking scared the shit out of them with the kill-tacular that she was getting. You all make it across the roof, away from the view, not away from the view, away from the other building. And what do you do? I think you go straight down to the ground floor from here.
Yeah.
Okay, you go straight down to the ground floor. You rush down. You see a lot of the distraction is still kind of towards the other building. You see the kind of some boards. If you peek out either the windows of the door, they're all going towards the hospital still. There's probably like 20 outside right now. What do you do from here?
I think the safest bet would be to get gone, make our way back to the truck and get back to base for now.
Yeah.
Hey, are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you just fucking booking it?
I feel like it's safe to book it, right?
I think we should book it.
Yeah, probably the safest option.
All right, I won't even make you roll for that. Okay, you book it back to the F-150.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Are we going past the hospitals? We're booking it.
No, it's the opposite direction.
You're going the opposite direction. Yeah.
Kayak
If you're
won't
going
be able to-
towards the hospital, then you'd be going towards the horde also.
Damn, Kayak had a little gift she wanted to give to those fucking drow. Okay, carry on.
You make it to the F-150, brother. And what do? You just peel out back to the base?
Yeah, I mean, unless anybody's got a better idea.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Kayak's just on Grim's shoulder. Miserable.
All right. If it'll let me fucking move the map. If it'll let me fucking move it. You fucking with me. Okay, well, since it won't let me change the fucking map. You make it to the fucking base, the first thing you see with your, the lamps as you pull up to the garage with your F-150 is you see Grimes taking a pee off the roof as he get waved in. Garage door opens.
Really?
Seems about right.
He literally has a toilet.
Kayak hurls a firebolt in his direction.
Do you throw fireballs in this direction, or are you trying to hit him?
Not really. She kind of just chucked it without really aiming.
Oh. He goes, oh, Shiza. As you make it back safely to the base, the storm slowly dying down.
Well, that was something.
Stupid.
Well, it was going well. But that's how things go, right?
Sometimes not every plan goes right.
Yeah, I guess so.
We did some damage. We did a lot of damage, really. And they've still got that horde to deal with.
Yeah, maybe we go back after like a day or so, or maybe later tonight and see how they're faring.
Yes. And then we can pick off the remainders.
Yes, but for now, I think those who are injured need to get patched up. Diana just looks directly at Grim and Kayak.
Kayak flew over to the pool table and is now just curled up with her wings wrapped around herself again.
Yeah, I'll use medkit to patch the two of them up.
Fine.
You get growled at when you go near Kayak.
Yeah, Maria has learned that Kayak is a lot of bark and very little bite when it comes to this group.
She will bite. If you try to touch her, she will bite. Or attempt to.
Kayak, let her help heal you, please.
Go away!
Why did Kayak do that?
Didn't want to watch it.
Would have been better to shoot.
Shoot who? The bait?
Yes.
Maybe.
If Kayak could die, why? Just gonna stop because I'm really sure what words are supposed he's supposed to say.
Kayak did not want to shoot the bait because Kayak has been the bait. Oh, wrong.
Was still dumb. Kayak, you probably know that Grim's not very actually mad about it.
Kayak does not respond.
She'll just kind of pat her head with a finger.
She'll kind of slowly uncoil herself and look over at Maria.
Oh no, you can go ahead and roll your bite attack because Maria was working on her the entire time.
Oh, let me see if I can. I don't actually have a bite attack. Let's see.
Thing do you think would have a bite attack? Never have a bite attack.
Yeah, I don't know why a lot of the animal ones don't just have a bite attack. Kobolds don't even have
Right.
claws.
Apparently, a bite attack would be it's strength, and it's a 1d6 slashing. Here, I'll show you.
I thought it'd be piercing.
No, apparently it's slashing.
That's a lizard folk bite. Let's see. I can give her one. DM, is it okay if I give Kayak a bite attack?
Yeah.
Opal even have teeth.
Yeah, she has teeth. Which, I mean, I'm sure that probably looks weird. She has, like, lizard folk teeth, but she's a gecko, but...
I'll make Kayak's bite a 1d4 because she's minuscule.
Those needle teeth.
Do any of those make it through Maria's gloves?
Yeah, the last one would. Yeah, just you finally get a
God.
bit through the glove, and
There's more. This technically triggers on an unarmed strike, but a bite's pretty much the same.
Even more.
You take 8 necrotic damage. As your bite just burns.
it just continues on.
Grim kind of gives her a little pop on the back of the head.
She kind of just hangs on, growling for a couple of seconds before letting go.
Kayak, you did good. Didn't work out, but you did good.
No. Kayak was stupid.
No.
One bad decision does not make one stupid. But you jumped into action, which most people would not. And there's something to be said for that. And Maria will finish up working on her and go to work on Grim.
I think that's back full, actually. Yeah, it does. Kayak, never stupid. Just studs. Stupid things.
That's the same thing.
No. Different.
She does not look convinced.
Kayak.
She'll take off of the pool table and just fly up to land on Grim's shoulder.
Well, I guess now we just wait until night to go back and see if they're all dead yet.
Hopefully they aren't.
I thought we wanted them all to be dead.
Yes. They should suffer first.
Okay then.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Huh?
They like to hurt people for fun. They shouldn't die so quickly.
Yeah, but getting it torn apart by zombies is pretty torturous. But I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
As they're all talking, you notice there's a man in the corner. This man is wearing a black suit, has his hair combed to the side, and he's filing his nails like he lives here.
We all see you?
Everyone sees him.
Kayak immediately throws it at him.
What are you throwing at him?
Yeah, Opal immediately.
I was gonna say at first, Grim actually just lifts the pool table and chucks it.
Okay, you
Opal shoots out with her short bow.
I don't know what I roll for a pool table.
athletics.
I would say fuck. I'm also gonna say I fucking go into a rage.
Okay, you all just start firing and you throw a pool table at him. He is covered in he's covered by the pool table that Grim threw at him. All you can see a little bit of his hand and his leg popping out. You see blood pooling onto the ground, puddling.
What was that?
What the fuck?
Is it a hologram?
Grim goes over and just will start tearing through fucking shit and throwing it out the way.
There's nothing there. Even the blood that you just saw is not there. There's no body.
Where?
Well, haven't you learned before, my boy, that doesn't work when I last visited you?
Stay out. That's kind of fucking Chuck.
Do we all still see him?
No, you all still see him. If you all could just be a little civilized for a second, you see the fireball just go right through his body. There's no need.
Fuck out.
Growling.
It's quite useless to do that towards me. I'm not really here.
Get out. Get out.
Are you willing to talk with me a little bit like civilized people? Even though this is the end of the world, we can still be civilized, can't we?
Leave.
I don't know. My friends seem to not like you a lot, and I tend to trust their judgment. That and also, you came in here unannounced, and that's extremely rude, so.
Well, I'm Grimm's friend over there. He knows me.
Oh yes, a great friend would, try and throw a pool table at you.
Well, he's not really sound in mind most of the time, but he's a child. But he's still learning. I can't hate a child not knowing any better.
Graham, who is this?
Grim is just kind of shaking with a rage, but almost kind of fear. If anyone would be able to tell that on him, but like an animal in a cage.
We heard the noise you girls and gals were making up in the city towards the hospital, towards them drow people. It was quite impressive, I must say.
Thanks. Is that it?
No.
What the fuck do you want?
Well, it must have been easy using my property over there, my weapon that we made to help you get through all that.
I'm pretty sure Grim is his own person, and I'm pretty sure none of us like you calling him your quote-unquote property. He has his own thoughts and his own choices.
Well, that may be, but he was made under a project Corpse Brigade. He's a living weapon, all right? He's owned by the government.
You're under the assumption that we care.
Yeah, I was
Grim
just gonna say.
is not yours.
Also, seems to me that there is no government anymore.
Well, there's
That
still
too.
a government, the remnants of a government. Black Waltz is slowly going to come back and establish a new government for us to follow. We've just been waiting for our time. And since magic's been coming back, technology's been reworking, all the arcane things that needed magic as he steps over the bar. All the things that needed magic to run are now working again. This is the best time to be.
Look,
Get a still alive working again.
I didn't like the government before, and I'm not gonna like your stupid fucking government now. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't look at us
Yeah.
as the government. Look at us as the last civilization. And I'm here to offer something. We'll grant Grimm's freedom. But we want all of y'all to join our column. I know in the past you were denied for not being pure, but after seeing that spectacular show out there against the drow, we could use some more people that know how to survive out there.
How about you lick my fucking taint?
Is that an invitation, girl?
Fuck
Oh,
off.
gee. Kayak, Grim, what do you think about this so generous offer?
Grim throws the fucking couch.
The couch goes through him and hits the teddy. It hits Coral. He goes, "Ouch."
Kayak is in full threat display. She looks like an angry cat with her back arched and her wings out and just every tooth bared, snarling at this motherfucker.
Well, there's your
Everybody-
answer.
Let's everybody calm down.
Listen, we got access to the best scientists, the best doctors. I could heal that pinky over there that you're missing. You could live in better conditions than this.
How better is it considering Grim fucking left you?
Well, Grim, as I said, was proper. property doesn't have friends.
Grim is not your property.
And you lost us. Well, you never even had us, honestly, but yeah, no. I'd rather just keep my pinky finger completely blown off instead of come and do whatever in the world, your little stupid government, whatever.
So what you're saying is we can't be friends there, pretty lady. Is that what you're saying?
Don't call me that, and we never were friends.
Shame. Is that how you all feel?
If you come near Grim, I kill all of you. Every single one.
Well, I tried. You see, like a white outline of a door appear behind him. He steps through it and waves goodbye. His voice echoes through the room as you hear. At some point, though, we're gonna want our property back.
You said he opened a door?
Yeah, kind of like G-Man style. He kind of just like a fucking white kind of silhouette of a door appeared. And he just walked it in and stepped out.
Okay, oh, she's not that stupid. I want to be trigger happy, but she's really not that stupid. When he's gone, Kayak will just turn her head and look up at Grim.
Herb has his that dead stare on his face again, but he's just like shaking slightly still.
Oh, great. We have another person on our tail. And these are people with a bunch of other stuff. Do you think we'll have to move bases, Maria?
It's harder than it sounds. There's a lot of logistics involved in something like that.
You can't just pack a bunch of stuff in the truck and head out?
Well, to do it properly, we would need to scout, find a secure location, scout the area around that location to make sure that it's safe for at least the amount of time it would take us to pack up all of the things that we need and move in. And then we need to actually secure that space. And it seems that until we figure out how this guy is tracking us, they're always going to know where we're at.
Well, if they created Grim, maybe they have, I think maybe it's I don't know, some type of magical serial number or something that's maybe on him.
Maybe we should check him for a tracker. Also,
Yeah.
any of the spell phones we have.
The spell phones that we picked up came from the drow. From when they attacked us.
Diana will look towards Grim. How you feeling, Grim?
He is being hugged by Kayak and Coral.
He's just really silent and tense.
Maybe we should definitely let him calm down before we check for any tracking anything.
Grim will be fine. If Kayak sees that man, she kill him.
And I don't doubt it, but we can make it harder for the man to try and find Grim or anybody else he's going to try and send after him. Plus, this way, Grim can truly be free and not have to worry about any of those people. But we're gonna give you some time, Grim.
To go.
Won't let you go. Don't worry.
Yeah, that guy's not gonna take you.
Won't let him.
You see Ray come in and give you a hug also, and he says, "My feelings detect that you are sad, and we won't let you go." And then he walks away.
Kayak's just fucking death glaring him as he walks away.
But yeah, don't worry, Grim. They aren't even gonna be able to get their hands on you at all. But can anyone detect any type of anything on Grim to see if there's possibly a magical tracker or something on him?
Kayak just shakes her head.
Alright. Diana just flops on a little bar stool that's over here. Oop.
Right, you hear Grimes over there smoking a cigarette. He says, "I can check if you want."
No, we'll check. You're just gonna wait until he calms down. Give Grim a few hours.
Grim's kind of leaves that word. It's gonna go to his and Kayak's room.
Kayak just stays on his shoulder.
He's just gonna go sit in the dark. Yeah.
Kayak just stays perched. Probably still with her head leaning against his face. quietly.
What's everyone else do during this time?
If there's a drink available, Opal's gonna take it.
Yeah. There's drinks.
Yeah. Diana will take a few sips of the moonshine that the village people gave them.
Oh yeah, Opal's drinking a lot.
The teddy bear takes a drink and it just goes through his system. He's smart.
Don't waste stuff, Coral.
You don't tell my
Eh.
son what to do, okay? He can drink if he wants to. It's the end of the world.
Yeah. I tell you how to raise your kid. Fair thing.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to argue with you. Sorry, Coral.
It's okay. I cannot feel anything. I just do it to make him happy.
At this point, I think Maria, much like me in real life, is going to go rest. Because I've got to be up for work in 5 hours.
Alright, then I guess we
Oh.
could just end it there then.
Sounds good to me.
Ducky.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a nice little thing to get back